final speaker, and don't be worried, I ask that somebody is keeping food for all of you who are staying in the room, but when we feed brain, we don't need to feed body. Our last speaker is Natalia Konchakova. Dr. Natalia Konchakova is a senior scientist at the Magnesium Innovation Center, MAGIC, of the Helmholtz-Zentrum Gestalt Center for Materials and Coastal Research, and vice leader of the working group Translators of the European Materials Modeling Council. She works in the field of materials modeling and simulation of lightweight metal, fiber-reinforced polymer, composite structures, computation analysis of material damage and surface degradation due to corrosion and intensive mechanical loading, as well as numerical prediction of crack propagation in engineering structures. Development of the European materials modeling translation concept is the focus of the current activity of Dr. Konchakova.
Thank you very much for a kind introduction. So, I would like to present today the materials modeling translation concept of European Materials Modeling Council, and I modify a little bit the title of the presentation because I would like really address you this issue, how we can use the modeling achievements for real industry. And sometimes the Materials Modeling Council discuss about some modeling issues, but engineering need the really applications and really story for the application. And the next question about translation of these issues is very, very important thing, and it is the next step, I think, for the teaching of the next generation, for the new professional profile. This work is the results of the activity of whole group of materials modeling experts, and it is the generalization of our study of the materials modeling translation in the Europe, and it is the results of this project, European Materials Modeling project, in the direction of coordination and support activity. I would like to speak a little bit about the EMMC and goal and structure of the European Materials Modeling Council, how you can join the EMMC, it's the open community, and how you can do it. Next, some words about the modeling feedback for the industry, and more about translators and translation tasks, translation process in the framework of materials modeling. On the end, I will like to demonstrate you some steps of the translation process, and I would like to give you some input and idea about the training and translation activity of the EMMC in the next year, and maybe for this year it would be interesting for you. When we speak about the material and material design, maybe materials modeling, we speak all times about three things. The properties or modeling prediction properties and performance, and maybe about the modeling of the internal structure of the materials. And in this case, we're speaking about design with materials, and it is the point of engineering, or about the design the materials, it is the point of the innovation and research fields. But anyway, all time we speak about their working with the materials, and the materials modeling community would like to present the future of the knowledge about materials, materials design, and to bring the innovation regarding the modeling of materials for for different industrial sectors. European Materials Modeling Council. It is the community of experts in materials modeling or materials expert too. There are some groups working on the problematic of materials modeling. You can look in the EMMC info homepage and see these different groups: modeling and validation, the repositories and marketplace, professional software developers, industrial impact or economic impact of modeling, interoperability of the big data, and translation and training activity. This group developed the role of translators in the materials modeling and developed the concept how we can explain the issues of modeling for non-modeler. How you can join the EMMC community. You can go to the EMMC website and register here. Without registration, you can see a lot of activities of the EMMC, but with registration, you will have the access for all documents and, for example, for description of all events which we provide for a whole community. About the modeling industrial potential or feedback, I think that today all speakers inform us why we need the modeling or simulation or computation of the materials or engineering structures. And we are working with digital things and would like to bring together the physics world and digital world. Very, very often we have the situation that the industrial world has a problem and needs to bring the simulation or modeling decision of this problem, but industry needs the information about a potential solution, but needs the guidelines which software or which model will be more suitable for your problem. On the other case, there is very good developed academic modeling world, but very, very often we have very nice models with very good potential application, but university or researcher have no idea or about the complexity of engineering problems. And the additional layer between these two worlds is translator, and this special stakeholder should bring these two parts of the modeling or computation problematic together and bring the business and research server for industry and for academia too. In this aspect, we formulate the novel professional profile as translator who works in the interface between research and development and business, and should have two aspects in his activity: it's science and business activities. And in this case, this person or group of persons should support the manufacturing process or engineering process on the each steps from design until the marketing of these products. For the effective translation, the translator has the full understanding of the industrial problems, and from one side and from other side need have the opportunity to support the implementation and the utilization of the modeling and simulation for industry. There are some steps of and some tasks for translators. We for end user using the understandable language for end user. If we speak about the understanding of the business case, it means the impact from the modeling effort, risks, timetable for the clients, or some aspects from the software and hardware. From the good understanding of industrial case, it means where exactly is the problem, what you should simulate. It is the problem in the process modeling, or maybe in the design of this component or other things. And next, the analyzing of your data, your experimental data, or maybe the data from your sensors and so on. Or maybe you should identify which experiment you need more and which parameter for your model is necessary to provide good result. For the translation of difference workflow, you need the information regarding for the software. For example, the level of maturity or maybe a limitation of software, and you should be open with your client and explain as to which level of prediction of your results you can provide for this end user. Of course, costs and investment and return of investments and benefits from the end user. It's a very important parameter for your contribution. Next step, it is the strategy for the modeling, application and validation, and of course the follow-up of your modeling process and recommendation for your end user. It's translation back from modeling, your modeling result for a non-modeler. In the workshop regarding translation, together with European Commission, we discussed this situation in Europe, and we discussed some different types of translator which are in Europe. For example, there are the internal translator in big companies. It is the research and development department, or maybe it is the external translator as researcher. We are working very often with the industrial project, and we should understand the industrial problem and prepare the modeling solution for this for end user, but you should understand, you should explain your modeling results. And so on the all steps of translation. And in general, translator is the multifunctional profile, professional profile, because you need to have a lot of multidisciplinary skills, and sometimes it's absolute different skills from the different sectors. You need the academic background and industrial background and software skills, and for the estimation of the modeling project costs, you need the information of economic impact from this project. In general, is the new generation of profile which would combine different tasks from different areas, professional areas. And we need train people for new generation from to have all these skills together. From the other case, if we are working with materials modeling project or maybe for engineering application of simulation project, we are working together with different material experts, and to prepare the industrial application for the modeling, we speak about the multidisciplinary and multi-scale modeling projects, and we are working with different models and with different data. And all community, each community use this own terminology, and very, very difficult for translator to provide the special language to explain their modeling for non-modeler, and to have the special terminology to bring the efficient communication inside on the circle of the materials experts. To solve of this problem, European Commission provides the special document. It is review of materials modeling with a lot of modeling projects, and prepare this special description. It is model table. It is standardization of the description of multi-scale modeling projects, which give you the templates to describe the interrelation from one model to other model, to prepare this standardization of very complex modeling process, and to bring the standardization of the materials modeling. And model is the guideline for user how you can prepare or understand of this project. Each model will based on the physics entity and equation. It is basic-based equation or data-based relations. The book or this review of materials modeling you can download free from the site of European Commission to look at. Next step, which was provided by EMMC, it was the standardization of modeling description. It is the document CSN workshop agreement, which was endorsed by more as 15 European countries. It is modeling materials, for materials modeling, it is terminology, classification, and metadata. And it is the basis of the development of materials modeling ontology as a new strategic level of for the modeling community. EMMO, it is the methodology to bring together all three worlds for physical world, the material characteristics world measurements, and modeling world. And it is the step to realize these digital twins, which we discuss now at the conference. The aspects of this interrelation between these three parts of our digital realization we discussed during the EMMO expert meeting in Cambridge last month. And document I think will be published this year about this European material modeling ontology. How translator can bring their experience for community. To reach this aim, EMMC provide the materials modeling marketplace as the hub of innovation for the modeling, and you can find the marketplace on the EMMC info web page. Especially in the area of translation and training for companies, you can find the template for preparing of translation case. Today, I think that each 7 speaker could prepare very good translation case with results, with a description of the translation profile and benefits for end user, especially this example for carbon things which the 80% benefits for end user. It was just great, I think. And as the estimation of the modeling or simulation results, you can provide your benefits for the end user. And of course, it is very important to document your experience, your effort, and share this document for other people, for community, for end user, to bring your visibility on the higher level. And on our case, you can find this 6 cases and realized with this template to look at which or how you can estimate the economical benefits from the engineering computation projects. EMMC CSR is the first project, but now we have 2 ongoing projects for with the focus of the modeling marketplace and translation. It is BIM project and marketplace projects. It's connecting from multi-physics simulations and materials modeling application for industry. And some important things, it is ongoing activities in methodology and translation development in Europe. First of all, it would be the workshop and training for translators and for computation and modeling experts in December 4th. We will provide some online course about economic impact of modeling translation for SMEs and providing translation skills, business decision support system interrelated to translation, and some technical skills to modeling selection criteria for translator. EMMC will organize a very big event. It is international horizontal workshop in Wien and invite approximately 150 modeling and industrial experts to discuss issues of modeling applications. And we will organize a special focusing translation expert meeting in Hamburg next year. You can join us. Please contact working group leader in the EMMC homepage and express your interest to share your experience and your expertise in modeling and application for industry. Thank you very much for your attention.